Hello my friends, my name is David Kessler and welcome back to the studio. Today I want to talk to you about art workshops and to not be afraid to try something new in a workshop. You know, I've been teaching classes and workshops since 2005 and then just professionally here for about the last 3 years. So over that time it's probably hundreds of classes and workshops. You know, and people come to me and I say, well, you know, why do you take a workshop? Why do you want to be here? And most, they want to learn something new. They want to learn how to do a new medium or a new sort of style of painting or learn some techniques that they didn't know before. I mean, it varies, but those are always sort of the common denominators. You know, and there's always this excitement and a little bit of anxiety on the first day when you first start. I mean, the people's eyes are wide open and they're excited about getting started. And that's normal. That's what you want. You want some excitement. You want to bring some joy and some energy with you when you come to the workshop and not be a stick in the mud, which, you know, every few workshops you get those people that just, you know, you wonder why they're there. But anyway, one of the biggest things I see that get people stuck is that they're afraid they're going to make mistakes. That's what workshops are for. And it keeps them from trying something new because they're so paralyzed with fear, then they can't move past it. I mean, back when I was taking workshops, I mean, I learned so much from some great, amazing instructors. And man, when I go to a workshop, you know, I mean, I research it first to make sure, you know, I like the person's work and I know how they're going to teach. You know, and then when I go, man, I'm all in on the whole thing. I'm all in. Whatever we're doing, I'm there. I'm doing it. I'm going crazy. I'm getting loose. I'm staying loose. I mean, that's part of it. I never, ever worried about making a wall hanger. That's what people are worried about. They think I got to go to a workshop and make a perfect painting to hang on the wall. No. That's not what workshops are for. You learn in the workshop whatever the instructor's teaching, and you begin to implement those ideas and those processes, or processes, and then you take that back to the studio and begin a new kind of work. That's maybe when you want to do, you know, something to hang on the wall, but don't be concerned with that in a workshop. Look, workshops are for experimentation and making mistakes. That's what they're for. Trying something new, putting yourself outside of your own comfort zone to do something that you haven't done before. That's why you're there. You're there to learn from the person that's teaching. You're there to learn from those that are around you. I mean, workshops are about, you know, a sense of community and like-minded folks in one place trying to learn the kind of thing. They're trying to learn how to take what the instructor is showing and teaching and gradually implement that into their own work. And everything the instructor says, you're not going to be able to use that, or you're not going to need that in your work. But listen closely, try to learn the lessons, and then implement those lessons in your work. I mean, if I look at my work, I mean, I see not only people that are sort of art heroes of mine, past and present, but also the instructors that I've had in the past. I mean, the great watercolor painters that I took workshops from, I mean, I see some of them in everything I do. Everything I do, that work is there. Those lessons are there, right? Because I was able to take that, implement it in what I was doing to make my work better. I wasn't there in the workshops to, you know, to make wall hangers to bring back and put on the wall. That's not the point, right? Please, please. I mean, in a recent workshop, I had a person there, you know, they have this kind of tight job, you know, and they did not have the ability during the workshop to loosen up and to get beyond painting on these tiny little things and to try something new, you know, and she gave up. She gave up. It happens. You know, but if you're going to take a workshop, if you're going to pay the money, if you know about the person you're going to teach, you got to be all in. You got to be all in when you go. That's part of the deal, right? Being all in, being able to say, I don't care what happens, as long as I'm learning something, I want to be outside of my comfort zone. I don't want to be in the same place. I want to be in a different place where I can learn and become better at what I do. All right? So when you go to a workshop, here's a few tips. Go in with a completely open mind and bring a willingness to learn, a willingness to do whatever you are asked to do in the workshop. Right? And don't worry about any mistakes. If you're not making mistakes, you're not learning anything in a workshop. All right? So be open, bring a willingness to work hard and a willingness to do something new, pardon me, that you haven't done before. A spirit of experimentation. And you know, everybody paints with a certain amount of joy and energy. Bring that to the workshop. We desperately need that in workshops. Good grief, we need people with some juice and some personality, some energy in there. Right? Bring it, bring it, bring it. That's what workshops are about. That's what we want in there. As instructors, that's what we want. We want people that are excited and want to get in there and get to it. All right? Be willing to try new things. New things, new things, new things. That's so important. Ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions. This is your chance to learn. Right? You're there. You paid your money. You pay for travel. You pay for lodging. You're there, man. Ask as many questions as you can about the instructor to get as much information as you can that will help you as a painter. You know, learn from others. I mean, a great thing about a community workshop is learning from other people, right? Learn and be receptive to new ideas. And please, 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 don't be afraid to do something different. Don't be afraid to climb out of your comfort zone. Don't be afraid to climb out of that little hole that you live in your own studio. To open up, bring some energy, bring some joy, bring some experimentation, and you will get so much more out of the workshop than you ever imagined. All right? I hope this was helpful for you. And I hope this gives you a different perspective on your next workshop. Right? And of course, you know, it would be remiss of me not to say, hey, you know, I'm a workshop teacher. I teach all over the country. And go to the website, davidmkessler.com, and look for my list of workshops if you want to spend some time painting with me in a beautiful location somewhere in the U.S. All right? Hope this video was helpful for you. If you think it's helpful for others, you know, share it with your friends so that they can see it as well. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that. Please leave me some questions below. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to help you. And that's why I'm here. And I'll see you on the next video. Thanks.